What is happening, everybody? Welcome to Off the Rails, a recovery podcast dedicated to ending the stigma of addiction through open discussion on all things recovery related. My name is Mark, and with me always are Dave and Jared. And today we're shooting the sober shit. What's happening, fellas?
Much, man. Just
taking in Sunday.
Yeah.
Jared, what about you, man? How are you doing?
Pardon?
How are you doing?
Oh, my headphones aren't working, so I can't. It's harder for me to hear right now.
Turn the volume up on your phone.
It's all the way up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing great.
Good.
That's good, man. You're really talkative today, I see.
Yeah.
What's going on? Mark, how are you doing, Mark?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. I'm kind of thrown off guard right now. Jared just is not speaking for some reason. But yeah, man, I'm doing well. Just got home from Calgary. Good weekend with the family, man. Went up to Drumheller. Went to the zoo after. So back-to-back pretty solid days, man.
Nice. Saw some real-life dinosaurs.
Well, I did see a hippo, which is pretty close to a dinosaur. So, yeah.
The dinosaur was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I went to a dinosaur museum yesterday. That was cool. Calgary Zoo today.
Was Mila like,
she was
looking around?
Taking it all in, yeah.
Yeah.
My niece was really enjoying it. She's 4, so it was a little more up her alley. And she was pretty pumped on the dinosaurs.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So tell me about your guys' weeks.
My week's been good. It's been working the last, I guess, day 3 straight of 5. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, been working. It's been good though. I would say low of the week, had a bit of a kind of a, I don't know, a bit of a down day maybe on Tuesday, but try not to beat myself up too much. I don't know. I came off of work in 3 days and it was like pretty hot out. So maybe I was just a little like beat from the sun or whatever. So try not to beat myself up too bad and just kind of relax a little bit and charge the batteries. And then, I've been feeling good the last couple of days at work. Yeah. So Tuesday is maybe my low. High was just working. It's been fun talking to people. Customers have been cool. I got a tip for just being in a good mood, which is kind of funny. I was telling you guys, like, I wasn't even pumping gas. I was just standing in the parking lot. I think I was just like smiling. There was music on. I was kind of like, snapping my fingers. And some girl came up to me and was like, she's like, oh, hey, I know it's not much, but you're just like, you're in such a good mood and smiling and so here you go. And she gave me a toonie and I was just like, all right, thank you. Appreciate that. So I was just kind of like reflected on that a little bit and sent a text to you guys, just like how, what a contrast that is from, right before probably last summer in August. I remember going to the bar for my sister's birthday and like just drinking a lot and being miserable. And, this girl asking me what my problem is and why I'm not having fun. And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm fine. Like, I didn't really like think I was like as depressed or whatever as I was, but obviously I had that all written all over me. So quite the contrast. So that made me kind of feel good. You got your kind of your days you go through, like during the week. Like I said, Tuesday wasn't the greatest day, but then, you have moments like that make you feel pretty good about, where you're at and what you're doing. So yeah, overall it was pretty solid week so far. I'm in town now at my sister's, going to hang out with my sister and brother-in-law a little bit. My other sister from Toronto, her dog's been in town and there's 2 dogs in the house and they're both crazy. But yeah, man.
I love it. Hanging out at Studio B.
Studio B. I got to bring this back to Studio A. Don't you guys let me forget that.
Sweet, man. Jared, how's your week been, man?
It was good. It was good. Just went to some meetings. Met up with my sponsor on Friday there. I'm really enjoying it. So I rearranged my schedule just so I can fit that in. And yeah, it's awesome. I'm glad I actually sucked it up and did that.
Met with your sponsor?
Pardon?
Do you mean meet with your sponsor?
Well, kind of ask for help and ask for a sponsor.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, like I know I did. I asked him previously. I asked him, and he pretty well said to me that you weren't taking sobriety serious enough. So a few months went by, and I was having a real shitty couple weeks, and I just said to him, I'm ready to take it seriously. So I'm doing the work on that, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's good.
Did you start step work with him?
No, not yet.
Okay. Are you looking forward to doing that?
Yes, I do.
That gotta be cool.
I guess like just meeting with a sponsor, that's step one, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. Hop back in on the side job train there this weekend. So I worked Friday, Saturday. That was good. It was just half days. Got a lot done. What else did I do this week? Last night I got like the most incredible sleep I've had in so long. Slept from 8 p.m. to 8 in the morning.
Ooh.
I felt amazing. Pardon?
That's a nice shift.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good one. Like woke up and made Bree and Evie breakfast. It was good. Then went down to the coffee shop, went for a walk downtown. And yeah, life's good. Yeah, nothing too exciting, but just normal shit. Yeah, it's been a good week. No downs, all highs actually this week, so that's good. Bree's really enjoying her new job.
Sweet.
So that's good. And yeah, even her doing something that she loves is like makes a huge difference at home. So yeah, it's been good.
Shit, yeah, buddy.
Awesome, man. Well, I reading this book. I'm only like 60 pages in though. It's called Breathe. It's about breathing.
That's
pretty
sweet.
Good. Yeah.
So far, pick that up.
Yeah, man. So far, it's just been like talks about like the evolution of how as we kind of evolved as humans and our brains got bigger and it shrunk kind of like our, breathing airways and stuff like that. And our mouths have gotten smaller and how it's affected our ability to breathe properly. And mouth breathing is not good for you. You got to breathe, inhale and exhale out of your nose, they say. So anyway, it's a pretty good book so far.
Mouth is for eating, talking.
Yeah, it says like all in there is cool, man. It's like breathing, like stretching, how it like just prolongs your lifespan. Really, it's kind of interesting. So
it's weird how such just like something you do purely out of instinct, like you can improve on. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I sent the book. Like I told a couple of my other buddies in a group chat, and I was like, I'm like, hey, I picked up this book, pretty good read if anyone's interested. I kind of like took a picture of like snap post of like what it says about it, and my one buddy's like, yeah, I don't think I'm really interested in like reading about something that basically an infant child that's just born can do on their own. I'm like, well, it's a little more than that, but
yeah, but like you just like you do it instinctively, and then you never put any thought to being like, maybe I could do this a bit better.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, weird world.
I've been reading the big book. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just reading that too, like unbelievable. It's probably just like the NA book, how all the stories align with yours.
Yeah, a lot of connection in it for sure.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm so tired today.
Yeah.
Man, like both those places were so crowded. I was getting so angry. Just, I was having like a great time, but then like I was at a museum and like I like reading when I'm at the museum. Like I like actually, I don't just like looking at the shit. Like I like reading and seeing what it is because it's a museum. And that's what you're supposed to do, right? And anyway, there's all these people just like fucking just like rushing you, like bumping into you, and I was just having none of it. I was so sour. It was a great time. Don't get me wrong, had a blast, but it was way too crowded. Shouldn't have went on a Sunday.
Were you not feeling too people-y today?
No, I'm feeling pretty good now.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of crowds. Didn't enjoy that.
Well, you're looking good.
I get very anxious in crowds.
Yeah.
That picture you posted though, you look good. Looking
that was actually before we went in. So
okay, yeah.
That's a good mood.
Looks like you've been hitting the gym hard.
Thanks, buddy. I have been.
You look good.
Thanks, man. I'm trying to every day. Didn't go today. I was in vacay mode there. And vacations are different nowadays, man.
Yeah.
A little bit, eh?
I got to try to get to the gym tonight. I'd feel like a sack of potatoes.
You look good.
Thanks. Don't feel very good.
I get at her. I'm pretty good in the gym this week.
Well, how was the shift after doing legs?
Well, so I did legs.
How terrible it goes.
I did legs Friday morning. So Friday work was okay, and then yesterday, like by the end of the day, my legs were feeling pretty sore, and even today they were a little sore. So, yeah. Well,
Dave,
Mark, Kezia.
Oh yes, what a sweet episode.
Yeah,
she was really nice, man. Enjoyed having her on as a guest.
Yeah, she was nice. She was cool.
If you guys didn't watch it, make sure you check it out. Check her Instagram out. Sober Elephant Chronicles, right?
Yeah.
And she's a great person.
Yeah, and then even if you don't, she's got that like the creative writing and stuff she does isn't just for people in recovery, and she does kind of for everybody too, right? So even if you're just like a family member listening or whatnot and are looking to do something, it doesn't have to be. She kind of mixes into a little bit of for everybody, I think. So
you guys want to help me with the paper I'm writing for school?
Yeah.
Right. So it's talking about why this. Actually, do you want to keep talking about Ketsia first, or do you want me to ask you this question?
No, that's good. I think Ketsia's episode was good. I think she had like a lot of different stuff she talked about in her kind of her life cycle, and it was nice to hear some similarities I had with her. I don't know, she's cool. She had a lot of details in there. It was good.
Yeah, I like how she, it's cool just seeing all the different people that addiction goes through, and like she talks about how like she grew up with like a normal family, and it's like I think a lot of times you get like mixed up in stories where like people have had like some dog shit luck, and then they're like, well, I grew up in a normal family, why did it happen to me, type thing, right?
Yeah.
But just know that like if you're struggling, someone out there relates to you, right? And you don't need to compare your story to other people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's comparing your story, or like, oh, maybe I don't have it that bad because that person has it worse, or I have it worse than that. Yeah, I think just getting sober to feel better, just do it. Like, you'll feel good. The one thing I liked about Ketsia too, talked about the hit home with me, was like that moving part. I think she talked about it a couple times where she moved and thought that would kind of solve the issue or whatever. Eventually it did, but like, because I found that every time I moved, I was kind of like, oh, this would be the new start I need. And I think it's kind of a common thing. I've heard that story before from people, but you got to take yourself with you, unfortunately, right? And it lasts for a little while, and maybe that will help for a bit. But at the end of the day, if you're not really working on yourself or working on the issues, then it's not going to be long lasting for sure. So
Yeah, that happened with me too with work, and I tried switching jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, it helped for a little bit, but it's not the thing that you should be doing to fix yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So what's this paper you got?
Well, it's basically talking about why family support is so important in recovery and why I think that it is. And it talks about how so like you look at like just having that motivation, knowing that your family's behind you and whatnot is like the main one for me, I think. But can you guys think of any other reasons why you think family support is important?
Well, I can jump in quick. I found what was cool like at Newgate too is like the calls you have. They have the constant calls after you're out, but when you're in there as well, the family calls are more talking about kind of what you learned that week or what you're talking about, and like you're almost lucky in the fact that you're going to rehab, like don't like in a sense where you get to work on yourself, you're working on these things, and the people at home aren't, like they don't get to like necessarily, work on themselves, and so I think that's important for them to know, kind of like be on the same page of kind of what you're going through, what you're learning, and so I think that kind of transparency is good for everybody, right? I don't know.
No, that was bang on, I think.
Yeah. I think having family support like can keep you accountable as well. So you're not just accountable for yourself and for your own actions, but also how your family feels as well. You don't want to cause any more issues because they don't have any substance abuse or any substance to go to abuse to deal with all their stress. So
yeah, and this article, like I think you guys are on the same page because you have families that are like really supportive, but this article points out like this cool, it's not cool at all, it's like it's interesting, it's not cool, where say if you're in like a super dysfunctional family where like using is a norm or like everyone's drinking, right? So then you get sober and your sober throws off like throws off how the family operates, right? So this dysfunctional family is operating normally, but then you come in and you're sober. Now they want it to return back to normal. So they want you to start drinking again, right? So it threw that in there, and I didn't even think about how like shitty of a situation that would be,
Yeah, it almost like you almost have to cut your own family off, right?
Yeah,
like,
that would suck.
For your own recovery.
I know of people that have had to do that.
Yeah. But it didn't even pop in my head until I read it. I was like, fuck, that's a good point.
It's almost the opposite of like an addict, maybe family members having to cut them off when they're kind of, you have to get that tough love, unfortunately, at dire times or whatever you want to call it. It's almost like the reversal on that.
Yeah. Important to set boundaries with them. And
yeah.
Anyway, it was pretty cool. I wanted to share that with you guys.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'd have to think more on that too, because I bet you there's so many things. I'm gonna think about that and get back to you on the next one too.
I'm down with that too, because I gotta write a paper about it tonight. So
that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I just think like the more support you have from them, you don't want to hurt them any more than they already are.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And I applaud people that are in recovery that have no one.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I think that is like the craziest, most awesome thing, because I would not have been able to do it without the support.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even got help, I don't think, man.
No.
Right? I don't think so. Like, they're the ones that I asked for help with, and then they would like encourage me to go to treatment and get help, and they've been there with me the whole time. So I agree, man. That's good. It's an awesome point.
Yeah. Excellent point.
I got a question. What are you guys grateful for this week?
Dave.
Mark, why don't you take this one?
I am grateful for you guys and my amazing family. Having a lot of family time here. I'm talking Rebecca, Mila, my mom, my dad, my sisters, nieces, nephews. Love all of them.
It's pretty
I
solid.
can continue going. I'm grateful for a lot of things right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to kind of just narrow down one.
The weather.
I'm trying to get creative and think of something, but
I always think of when I do my check-ins, I always laugh at the one guy we went to rehab with, and always be like, "What are you grateful for?" Trees.
I don't know who that was.
Trees are sick.
You'll remember once I tell you after.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Hope so. I'm the same family. Sister was out with the nephews this weekend. I didn't get to see them a lot because I was working, but it was cool. It's always nice to see them. My sister here, brother-in-law, get to crash at their place whenever. My parents, all my family, my dog. Sweet. You guys obviously too. Yeah, man. All my good friends. Yeah. What? That's
Jared, what are you thankful for? Grateful for?
AA.
I'm glad you're back.
You got
loving AA, man.
Off the rails. You guys, family, and trees.
Trees are bomb.
All right, sweet. Should we wrap this up? Yeah, fuck yeah. All right, if you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, please reach out and ask for help. Thanks for listening.